Good evening, parents. I hope things are well for you during this pandemic that we're all dealing with, and I hope that you're able to stay healthy. And just want to encourage you. We've just finished up our second unit in apologetics on homosexuality, and I want to let you know that the students that have already gone through the question and answer time with someone that believes in homosexuality that I portray, and then asking them questions about their Christian belief, the students did fantastic in talking through and answering the questions from the Bible and from what they believe. So I wanted to give you an update and just say again that it is awesome having your kids in class or online, and it's a joy to have them with me. So basically, just to give you a rundown, what we talked about with homosexuality is really from a man named Matthew Vines, who calls himself a Christian and believes that homosexuality is acceptable according to the Bible. So we're not talking about atheists, we're talking about another so-called Christian. And we looked at each text of the Bible. There's three of them. There's Genesis 19, there's Leviticus 18 and 20, and you can even include Ezekiel 16 in the Old Testament. In the New Testament, you've got Romans 1, 1 Corinthians 6, and 1 Timothy chapter 1. In Ezekiel 16, that the sin of Sodom was not homosexuality, but was not caring for the poor and needy and having proud hearts. From one verse, it does appear that Matthew Vines is correct. However, if you read the context around that verse, you will find that it refers to homosexuality as an abomination, the sin of abomination. And if you look closely at the Old Testament, you'll find that the only time that the Bible refers to an abomination in the singular is when it refers to homosexuality from Leviticus 18, verse 22. Another idea from, for example, Romans chapter 1 is that they claim that when Paul says under the inspiration of the Holy Spirit, they exchange the natural for the unnatural. Matthew Vines and others will claim that they're talking about heterosexual men or women that are exchanging the way they were born to be heterosexual for a gay sex encounter. That's what he means by natural versus unnatural. However, when you look at the passage and look at how Jesus refers to marriage, we are talking about a sexual encounter, a natural sexual encounter, which is between a man and woman, going all the way back to Genesis 2, that the man will leave his father and mother and be joined into one flesh, which refers to sexual intercourse. There's this thought that I'm born this way, therefore it is morally acceptable. And actually, atheists disagree with this premise. You don't even have to be a Christian to disagree with what they're saying with this idea. David Hume, a philosopher that existed in the Enlightenment period, claimed, and other philosophers claim, that when you talk about nature, nature and morality do not exist together. They don't go together at all. They don't fit. They're not supposed to fit. And so when people that support homosexuality say that people are born gay, that that's how they're born, that has nothing to do with whether the fact that it's morally okay. Even atheists will claim that in philosophy. So how would you talk to someone that supports homosexuality based on that premise? They say that I'm born this way, therefore it's morally okay. Well, the reason that they say this, and a way to pull this out from them, is, okay, so it's natural for you to be born gay, therefore it's morally okay. So if someone that's gay and born that way, as they claim, now wants to have children, they want to adopt, or they want to have a surrogate, or someone carry a baby for them, by their very definition about being natural, this would mean that it is morally wrong under their definition of what's natural. They are showing that adopting or going through another way of surrogacy is morally wrong because it's not natural for them to have children. That's by their own definition. Now we're going into a unit of, is God a mean bully? And we're talking about genocide. Why would God in Joshua 6 and other parts of the Old Testament command the slaughter of innocent women and children? or at least they seem innocent. We know from the Bible that no one's innocent, but it does appear that God is not fair by commanding the slaughter even of infant children. So we're talking about that. That is the question that skeptics and atheists have about our God that we worship. So that's what we're going to be talking about probably up through January. It's fantastic to have your kids in class, online, whatever form it is. It's fantastic. I'm sure that you've heard that we're on the LMS, the RenWeb. So I'll be hopefully, because this discussion, this class is more discussion, we're going to hope to have Zoom online and in class for those students that are physically in class, because we're going to be discussing these things. So appreciate you, love you, and praying for you all. So hope you have a fantastic Christmas. Hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving. Have a great day in the Lord.